Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first ever PRSÜT Fitness Podcast. I'm Easton Meadows.
I'm Tyler Novak.
And we are co-owners here at PRSÜT Fitness. And we're just excited to get this podcast started. Tyler, tell us a little bit about what the podcast is actually going to be like.
So really, this is to highlight all of our members' journeys, whether it's 3 months that they've been into the gym or 3 years, been with us from the beginning. There's just a lot of cool different things going on in our members' lives. And we just want to highlight all the wins and successes.
Yeah, I mean, people from the beginning that were here on the first day to the people who are just starting, like everybody is in their own journey, and that kind of leads me into like, what is PRSÜT Fitness? And the reason we came up with this name of PRSÜT Fitness is everybody's on their own pursuit, right? For Tyler, he's pursuing being a healthy, fit dad who can, he can speak on this a little bit more, but who can go play with his kids and do it comfortably and have the energy to be able to do that. For me, in seasons, there's some seasons where I'm doing it to compete at a high level in a certain competition, whether it's CrossFit or High Rocks or whatever, but also be a good husband who can lead my wife well and hopefully in the future our family. And kids, but for everybody's got their own different pursuit. For example, a couple months ago, we had somebody training specifically to be able to take on the Rocky Mountains in a hunt. So it's like, that's a pursuit. That's a smaller, like it's, so everyone's got their own pursuit and why they're doing this thing. And so that's why we're excited to have different people on and hear their journey and what they're pursuing.
Yep. Other people are pursuing fitness-related goals like a half marathon or getting ready for certain types of lifting events. And then we have other people that are trying to get off medication. So we have a wide range of members doing different things, but we're all pursuing something.
Yeah. Well, this first episode is going to be a little bit short. We just want to intro and like explain what you're going to expect in this podcast. We'll let you know, like, this podcast is not about Tyler and I and our fitness journey. It's really about our community and sharing testimonies. And yeah, we'll have times where we share some things that we've gone through, but we really want to highlight the people and the hard work that they've put in here. So we also want to go over the 5 questions that we most often get here, like when somebody's like drives by and they're like, what is PRSÜT Fitness? Here are 5 of the most asked questions that we get, and we just want to simplify this and clarify now here on the podcast.
Okay, the podcast, here we go. So do you want to act like you're a member and I'll act like a coach, or you want to go back and forth?
Just throw that question out and we'll just kind of go over answer it how each of us would answer.
I hear this one quite a bit. Do I need to be in shape before I start? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's my first response. Do you want to add to that?
Yeah. I mean, we share that our classes are for anybody and everybody. And I always tell people this, if you walked in the door during a class and if there was 15 people working out, the first person your eyes are going to gravitate to is the person who's done it for 10 years, who competes at a high level, who's doing the crazy complex movements. But you're not going to see the person who's in the middle of the gym who just started 2 days ago, who is battling, heart condition, is on medication, but they're doing such simple movements just to move their body and get a good workout.
Yeah, totally. I don't know if you want to get into this, but we can modify different movements. That guy you're talking about doing muscle ups on the rig on top of the bar, we're not going to have that same person, or the person that just walked in doing that same movement. It's not going to be safe, and we just know that you're probably not capable of it. So what we can have you do is something similar that's working similar muscle groups, getting a similar stimulus, and it might be some ring rows and some push-ups or something like that. But yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to be for different reasons. For some people, let's just say it's a squat, some people can squat down really easily and get to full range of motion. Some people can't with tight hips or injuries or whatever. So Ty, just give them, if the workout was a back squat, how would we scale for somebody that has really tight hips and can't get all the way down?
Well, first off, we ditch the weight. Definitely just switch to a body weight movement. And if the depth still isn't there, we pull out a bench or maybe get a wall ball out, something to hit a target to give you some feedback. So I'm going to squat down, find that target, feel where it should be or we want it to be. And if you can't get there, we'll add a little bit more, maybe stack a couple ab mats on that bench and just gradually work your way down into an air squat. But that's where I would start. Yeah,
and that doesn't just go for movements. That goes for actual work. If there's a long cardio workout, we're not going to say do 30 minutes as hard as you can. We're going to say go at 30% effort. You're going to get a great workout. We want you to walk out of here feeling good, sweating, but be able to come back in tomorrow and then give it just maybe 5-10 more percent. And then your body, like, it's amazing to see people's bodies adapt so quickly. Within 2 weeks, our aerobic base increases gradually. So.
Yep. I was just talking to somebody this morning about starting off with 2 to 3 times a week. Your body starts to adapt, and then maybe it's consistently 3 times a week, and then your body adapts, and you add a little bit more volume, a little bit more intensity as you go. And it could take a while, but everybody's got to start it somewhere.
Everyone's on their own pursuit.
That's right. Okay, let's bounce to the next one. I guess we kind of talked about this. Is the training too intense, or will I get injured?
No. I'll say this. We will stop anybody before they commit an injury. And now there's always – you could be doing any – you could walk down the street walking your dog. Your dog could chase a rabbit and pull you. You could get injured, right? So there's possibility for injury, of course, because we're doing something physical. But if we see something we're like, oh, wow, that's putting that movement's putting this person in danger the way that they're doing it, we're going to stop you immediately. You know, sometimes, let's just say you have a barbell, we're going to take you down to a 2-ounce PVC pipe. We're going to make sure you're doing the correct form before we continue to increase weight.
Yeah. It's funny. We get, messages or comments, whatever, that our members are, hey, I pulled something, or I did this or that. Just letting you know to, like, help modify movements or whatever. But we always ask, how did you do it?
Always expecting that it was in the gym.
Always. And it is never. Okay, I shouldn't say never. 99% of the time, it's outside of the gym. Oh, I was reaching back to grab something in my car because my kid was, doing whatever, and I pulled my shoulder out. Or fell down the stairs. I've heard that one. Slipped on ice. Like, the list can go on and on, but it's rarely an injury at the gym.
Yeah, which is really interesting. But all right, question number 3.
How much does it cost?
How much?
It's a common question.
Yeah, it's a common question. It's a good question. It's definitely a premium price. Like, we're not at Anytime Fitness. $5-10 a month, whatever it is. Which no shade on them. Like, that's a great. Like, if people are moving their body, great, I love it. But what people are paying for is they're coming into a community who's being coached, so you don't have to think about anything. We're telling you what to do. We're making sure you're doing things properly so that we can build muscle and get gains that we want. But I'll let you explain the actual pricing and how that works.
Yeah, so what we offer is, month-to-month commitments, $185 per month, and no contract. So that's something that we are kind of proud of. Like, at any given point, any of our members could leave. Or tomorrow, all of them could leave. But I think it says something that, a lot of them are still here. So it's like, so it's just cool to see that people stick around, even if they don't have commitments. But you have the free will to leave at any point.
Yeah, which is nice because life happens, and when, if somebody has, maybe a job change or something like that, like we do not want to, put a burden on anybody to like continue to have to pay for X amount of months because of a contract. Like we want to help you out as much as possible.
that was my shoe. But yeah, definitely. So that is one option. The most common option is the month-to-month, unlimited.
Oh, here we go. This is going to be the hardest part because we have laughing attacks often. So,
but what it comes with is unlimited access to all of our classes. You could go 3 times a day if you wanted to. Probably wouldn't recommend that, but in between classes is actually open gym. So right now would be open gym. It's 11:30. We got a class at noon. During open gym, you can come in, work on different things. We're always here, so if you needed help, we can offer some little bits of information, some personal training if you need it. But then our other option would be the class packs. So some people are into other fitness, so like jiu-jitsu, 24-hour fitness, whatever it may be. We have that option for those type of people. So it's 10 classes, $210. Those expire in 6 months. So if you want to come once or twice a month, maybe you have a friend here, but you live across town, but you want to work out with them maybe on the weekends, then that would be a great option.
Yeah. So we just offer those 2 options. I'll tell people if you're coming 3 times a week, the unlimited option is a better price point. If you are coming 1 to 2 times a week, the class pack is a better option.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if you're solely trying to put all your focus on, either building muscle or endurance or whatever, I think you kind of have to show up 3 times a week at least. But again, people's goals are different. So if some people just want to get better at jiu-jitsu or whatever, then that 1 to 2 times a week is just fine.
Yep. What is the schedule like? Will it fit with my lifestyle? You want to go for it?
That actually can be the challenging part, is because we offer 6 different classes throughout the day. Our class times are 5 a.m., 6:15 a.m., 9 a.m., noon, and then 4:15 p.m. and 5:30 p.m. So the good thing is you can come to any class. Like Monday you could do 5 a.m. and then Tuesday you could do a noon. So you're not set into one class. So people kind of have to adjust their schedules. But, we don't have classes all day or all night. So for some people, it has happened, not often, where they're like, I wish I could do it, but I just can't because I don't get off work till 5:30 and I go in at 6 a.m.
But then those people will come in the morning, 5 a.m., 6:15. So believe it or not, our 5 a.m. is usually our most packed class because they want to get it in before work and be on with their day. But if you have the will and the desire, you will fit it into your life.
Yeah.
Is how I kind of look at it.
That's right.
What's the process to get started?
All right, process to get started. So we offer here at PRSØT Fitness, we offer a free week for you to come in and intro and try out a free week. The reason why we do that is we want you to experience a full week of workouts, because you're rarely going to do the same workout. Right now we're in like a strength phase where we are kind of doing a couple of the same workouts, but we want you to get a good feel to where on Mondays we're doing full strength days, Tuesdays more cardio aerobic days, Wednesdays another strength day. And so we want you to like understand, see what that feels like, because if you just come to one free workout, and it's like a really great workout but you don't like the next one, or it's a really bad workout, you don't like it, but then the next one you come to is not what you thought this was.
Sometimes I've seen we used to do 3 for $30, 3 classes, $30. But what would happen is people would show up on very similar days. It's like they go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and they hit 3 strength days, and they don't experience one of those cardio days. But yeah, that's why we give you full weeks, so you get the full experience.
I think we can just finish this off with talking about how we've adapted to what people have wanted and what's happening in the fitness industry, where in our world for a long time, CrossFit style workouts, high intensity workouts were the only thing to go. So basically a class would look like you do one strength, so maybe a back squat of 5 sets of 5, and then you move on to a workout that can be 10 or 5 to 30 minutes long, and then that's your day. But what we've found, and you can talk on like studies too, is people are getting to a point where they're plateauing after about a year and a half, and they're starting not to see as much muscle gain and strength gain because it's not easy to track that way. Now, I do love those type of workouts in that class setting, but I'll let you talk about how we've adjusted and changed our schedule.
Yeah, so we've been kind of, I guess, evolving or just paying attention to what our members are feeling and kind of wanting, I guess. Most of our members are in the, what would you say, 30 to 50 range. And most of those people just want a really good workout. They want to feel well, and they want to be on with their day. And so we've been messing around with different style of workouts. And one other thing is, one of the goals for those type of people is longevity, muscle building, fat loss. And what we've been trying to tinker with is just lean into a little bit more muscle building. So slowing it down a little bit, getting some good strength days in, and not really so much emphasis on the Metcon or the cardio side every single day.
We've noticed too that people they're not like, they're sore in a good way, but they're not like absolutely wrecked tanked. And it like ruins their whole day and their mood and everything. And yeah, it's been interesting. It's been fun. It's definitely new for me. It's honestly mentally challenging for me having to not like do a metabolic conditioning workout where you just kind of go 110% as hard as you can. But it's also a good change of pace, and I'm adapting. So it's been good. Yeah.
And it's just the cycle that we're on right now. We've been doing the strength cardio separated pretty frequent, like long, like 6+ months, but we've heavily leaned into it this past 4-week cycle. We don't know if it's here to stay, but we've gotten some pretty good feedback from it, but that's what it looks like right now. But fitness evolves, you know?
And we want to evolve with it. We're never going to stay stagnant in our ways, and we want to continue to research and learn as much as we can.
That's right.
We're definitely no scientists who have studied this. We're just two guys who love fitness. We've experienced the change of our lives when we focused on our fitness and it's been life-changing.
Yeah, and we're just leaning into like what works for us. So
I think that's it. And no more questions? That was 5? Okay.
I think that's it.
That's it for episode 1. If you're watching, we appreciate you coming on and watching. You can find us on YouTube, Spotify Podcasts, Apple Podcasts.
Dang, we're going to be on all that.
All 3. So you can listen, you can watch if you're a visual person. But we're gonna have more episodes. We're excited to get some of our members on and be able to talk about some stories. But
yeah, hopefully it's just not me and you every episode.
That would get pretty boring. So I appreciate you watching, and signing off.